Yay! Alright, invite to party. Give me some of that sweet, sweet law bonus.
360 is where I'm at. So let's get
360? That's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm at 112. Alrighty. So...
Merlin Cloud, yes. Nika plans on doing Alex at some point.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's in the middle part. Lift up on the thing. On the top one. Alright. Ready for Fractal?
Yup.
This one's the better one, I will. Oh, how'd you like the coil bosses in the storyline dungeon?
They weren't very coily. They weren't that coily.
They had a mechanic and called it a day.
No, they had an animation that was similar. There's a difference between a coil mechanic and having an animation out of coil.
Well, it turns into the boss, so...
Oh, you mean the Sphinx one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Except it's only like 3 bosses.
Yeah. And one attack that's basically non-existent.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
My run of that, when we got there, the DPS, the tank, and the healer got hit by the Medusa Petrify, and nothing of consequence was lost.
Yeah.
There's some guide panels if you want to read those.
I really, really do. I really do, but I'm not going to because we only constitute half the party and I don't want to be a dick. But the thing is that, like, I actually want to do full read runs of this and library.
Right. Well, I mean, after you clear the dungeon, you can go back and do it.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, yeah, bro. I think. Oh, yeah, just return.
Actually, that UFO shows up in both Sea of Clouds and what's the other one?
Oz's Law.
No, not Oz's Law. I don't know that it shows up in Oz's Law.
It does.
Oh, well, I guess it also shows up in Oz's Law and the
Forelands?
No, not the Forelands. The other one that's in the sky.
Hinterlands.
No.
What else is in the sky?
Where you go for Race Valgar and Mogholm and all of those.
Oh, Kurthus.
No. What?
The Turning Mist.
There you go. Turning Mist. Thank you. But yeah, you can see it in both of those zones.
Yeah. Oh, you can see it in Turning Mist?
Yep. That's what someone was saying earlier.
I don't know if I believe them. They're not a reliable source. Oh boy. Oh, there goes Mr. Logan. Going to do whatever.
I very desperately want to read those.
Control yourself.
I just don't want to be that guy, you know?
You would definitely be that guy.
I know. People are grinding this, and they don't
care.
They don't give a shit. Have we heard from Nika yet? I haven't heard my phone go off or anything.
No, I mean I haven't. And no, nothing in chat. Oh, that's creepy. These things, like I never really zoomed in on them.
Yeah.
Like these mannequins? Mannequins. They don't have faces.
Wait, what?
Zoom in on them.
Oh my god, they don't. Oh, that's so creepy.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
I bet that guidebook back there tells us why they don't have faces.
I bet you that is correct.
You should go read it and find out why.
Not gonna be that guy. So hey, if this is your first time checking out the Limit Break Radio stream, welcome. My name's Aniero Grigori. This is Juxtaposition. We host a Final Fantasy XIV talk show called Limit Break Radio. You can find episodes of our show over at limitbreakradio.com. What do we do here?
Dodge stuff.
Okay. Our latest episode came out today, and it's all about gating content and whether or not we think that that's valid or you think that that's valid. A lot has been made about that by IGN and some other reviewers that have been reviewing Heavensward as its new expansion. And so we have a nice big old conversation about that, as well as the sense of wonder and amazeballness that you get from playing an MMO. And does Heavensward and Final Fantasy XIV does it give you that? We have a nice big discussion about that. That's over at our website, limitbreakradio.com. That's episode number 20. Make sure you join us for episode number 21. That's coming up next Sunday, July 12th at 3 p.m. And that's going to be live here on twitch.tv/limitbreakradio. All right, so I think we're going to call the story Gripe Fest done.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Still think something's going to be happening with that Hengar's Crucible, man. Yeah. And like I think you know, like there's that whole area on the bottom. I think you're going to be able to go inside it. And I think it was probably raised up to maybe avoid the calamity.
Yeah, I didn't know about that egg thing. So.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. That's extrapolating from the 1.0 zone design, and who knows if that would carry over. But I think like the significance of the name is like that's important.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason that they needed to call anything that, because they haven't done that with anything else in the expansion, right?
Right.
Except for like obvious shit like Falcon's Nest.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, the naming conventions and the maps have been remarkably loyal. I mean, like, little things have been moved, like, I mean, there's some stuff in Peace Garden that got moved around, and, I mean, it's just like, but it's just like such little nitpicky things.
Right. Oh, look at that floating thing. Oh, it looks kind of like Ixali, doesn't it? Because of his wings. Oh, that's it. I bet that's talked about in the lore panels, huh?
Have you read these?
No.
Hope things get better for Gallo.
Thank you, Ryoko. Ryoko tossing $10 in, saying, hope things get better for Kahlo.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
That's very nice of you. We'll provide updates as we can.
Yeah.
What did he go to do? I mean, he can't, like, buy a new tire at 9:30 at night, can he?
No, but I think he's...
Or, like, maybe putting the spare on?
I think he might be... What's Kahlo doing right now? Oh, he's done with that now.
Oh.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh.
Well, I'm saying, what is he doing right now?
Oh.
He's fuming.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Oh, see, there you go. You got your tank stuff right there.
Nice. Roll the 4. Doesn't matter. It's a need.
Hashtag winning.
Hashtag tank life. Oh, man. Goddamn. Some of the gripes about Alexander that I have been reading.
What do you think?
I like the competitive loot system. I mean, it gives a reason to keep grinding it.
I don't like that at all.
Of course you wouldn't. You like easy stuff.
I just want to get that shit and get out of there.
Because you're dumb.
Not everyone's going to be rolling on everything.
Exactly.
Awful.
More competition.
Well, you say that now, but we'll see how much you're liking that. When
it's good from a development standpoint.
Yeah.
Damn it, can I just hold hate on anything, please? Dude, I seriously, to like hold a pack, I've got to burn all of my NP. And I can't figure out if it's because, like, people are attacking different stuff, or like, what the fuck is it, dude?
Yeah, it's because we're attacking different shit.
This was never a problem on Warrior.
Okay, well, keep in mind you're rolling with like a fucking green sword, or a white sword, so you can't really expect to hold hate against a 171 ninja with what is it? I don't even know how many. I think like 50 or 30 item levels over you on the weapon. Well, I guess they really could be hitting whatever the fucking Dragoon's hitting.
No, I think the loot structure is fine. It encourages more grinding.
I think it's dumb that like you're not going to be able to get a piece in the first week. Well, I guess you could, but I don't know.
Yeah, if your lots are good, get good lots.
Well, that's the thing, you have to like...
It's lot dependent. Fuck that, yeah.
It's always less exciting to win a token than it is to win a piece of gear.
Because the lockout isn't on doing the floors, right? Like, the lockout's just on the loot.
It's on getting a piece.
So fucking grind, bitches. What's the problem? You're playing an MMO and this is endgame.
I don't think I have the time to grind 4 turns every week.
Well, what would you prefer? Just running Crystal Tower once?
Yeah.
And only getting 1 reward out of it? I mean, like, you know. here's the thing. I guess here's the thing that kind of disappoints me so far is that they're following the exact, and I mean the exact same structure for 2.0. So it's like it's the same game. It's the exact same game. And I mean, it's not like I want a different game, but it's like an expansion should add a different aspect or different element, not just more story.
Stay. Okay. Yeah, get those bad guys. It should add like a new level to the game.
Right.
I agree.
And I mean, like, that's fine if they're gonna do it in patches. It's just like, I don't know. I thought Alexander might give me a good idea of like where they're gonna take it, and I just don't know. But I feel like there needs to be more content that world first groups don't get through in a fucking hour. You know what I mean?
Well, come on, that's not fair because it's not meant for the world first groups. You know?
No, but I mean, like the world first groups are sort of like the canary in the coal mine for us all. They blaze the path, dude. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if they're clearing it in an hour, I mean, like, just, like, make it hard enough so that it takes, like, a fucking day. Or 2 days. I mean, just, like, clearing it in an hour. Fuck, man. Like...
No, I think it's...
It should be made easier by your eye level, not just, like, dick rolly right out of the gate. It's the same thing with Crystal Tower. Like, where do you think... How is that content going to be at all relevant or stack up at all, period, like, once our eye levels are, like, way past, you know, like, once we're on two patches from now. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be included as part of a quest or a roulette. And that's going to be the only reason to do it, and it's going to be fucking Nerf bat shit. Like, that's boring to me. All right, what's here?
It's dodging stuff. It's like a Cyclops. At some point, he's going to do the big room AoE, and someone else will click on a button.
Got it.
Which will spawn an ad if he'll try to eat it, so we have to kill the ad. It's easy.
But I mean, like, you know, there's got to be some form of gating that, like, slows that shit down, you know?
I guess, but, like...
11 used to do it by having, like, a pop structure, you know what I mean? Like, that was its own form of gating, how long it took to get through content. Because you'd have to, like, farm up pop items and shit. And that took significant amounts of time. But like this, it's just queue and go. And so, you know, like when it's like that, like you got to introduce a bit more of a challenge. And like the thing is that like again, I think the world first groups are like a pretty good indication of you know where the skill challenge is. You know what I mean? And if it doesn't like Alex Normal is such a joke that it's like not even a consideration for world first groups. They like fucking tore through that shit. You know what I mean?
Right. That's my thing is like it's... Of course it's going to be easy for the world first group because it's not like really made for them. I mean, the real question is going to be in 2 weeks when the Savage mode comes out.
Yeah, but I just don't feel like every challenge should be limited to just Savage modes.
Well,
they've got to up the difficulty of the normal content, and like like have a little bit more faith in their community to be able to handle
harder content.
Handle harder content. The problem is that you just gotta have all of these fucking people on forums complaining about, you know, not everything. Hunts are dumb, delete them. Just like, God damn it. No shit. See, like, that's a mechanic that comes with a proper fucking punishment.
What's that?
If you get hit by the frontal cleave, it fucking hurts. It's a big hit. But it's just like, that mechanic has been in for so long that, yeah, it should hurt because you should know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the thing, is that I feel like people just complain about shit. Like, you know, like, I sort of like Yoshi P's response about Machinists, where it was like, no, you guys aren't really, like, playing it right, you know? So.
Yeah, but at the end, he's like, alright, go ahead and have some adjustment.
It's a small buff. That's a very small concession to make.
There's gonna be a whole bunch of these things coming, so just be prepared. Or not? Huh. I was something auto aggroed.
Well, I gotta know. I'm saving my AoEs here. Expecting something to happen.
No, there's just things on the side, but no, I guess they don't auto aggro. But don't worry, the Dragoon pulled them for you.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
You know, like, it's just like when they said Alexander was about as hard as Foil with Echo. It's not really true. It's more like Brayflox with Echo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fucking disappointing, dude.
Yeah, people have said that they're like slightly easier EX primals.
Yeah, in terms of their difficulty, they're somewhere around the EX primals. Like easier than the EX primals. Mm-hmm. Noticeably so.
Alright, these pulls can be rough, so let's try to keep aggro. They hit pretty hard too. Alright, and then another one that's going to be kind of hard to tank. If you can, try to pull these back, but I think they all link. And the Astrologian brought you to the
Good, because this wasn't hard enough. Yeah, see, Scorpio saying, like, people clear it just by winging it. And it's just like, that's kind of not acceptable even for, like, for normal mode, I sort of feel.
Yeah, that is kind of crummy.
You know, like, I don't know, man. Like, and it's not because I'm like, punish the bads, the terrible. You know, like, I'm just like, I'm not the best player of this game, but this game should present content for people who are on that level, because like that's the level that I want to be on at some point. Like, you need to be able to strive for something, and if you don't put if you put very little, or if you don't put the right incentive at the end game, people are just going to chew through the content and then go, I've got nothing else to do, and then wait around like people do for WoW expansions. That's no fun either.
Alright, this boss is basically dodge shit the game. Again. So he does like kind of like a predictable rotation. At the end of the rotation, he like lights up the floor.
Where am
like
I?
a cross pattern. Just walk on the platform, the jump pad.
Who the fuck called me?
In here? There he is. But yeah, he'll put like bombs on the ground. Spiders will break panels on the floor, so it just gets kind of hectic. He'll do fine, I'm sure.
Can you fall off this arena like the other one?
No.
Oh. Do I have to tank the ads?
No. This is DPS down. They walk along the ground and break the squares, so if DPS sucks, they'll break 2 squares.
What happens when the squares break?
At the end of the rotation, they become fixed again. But while they're broken...
Wait, I have the Aether Chemical Bomb. Oh, wait.
That's a healer job. Alright, just dodge this. And this is the end of the rotation. And then the squares all get fixed. If you stand on the square, you get a stack of Get Good.
Okay. Predictably.
Yeah.
That's what it should be called, stacks of Get Good.
Yeah. Bombs being placed.
Like, I don't know, I feel like the community is at the point where they're like hungry for more challenging content, and then it's just like they're not getting it.
The loud assholes are like, no, make it easier.
Yeah, but this is what happens. You get the exact same content, you know, like pattern as you did before. I mean, and that's what I've been so concerned about. Like I've been asking, like, oh, what are we going to have besides primals? Well, they're just going to call it a different thing. They're going to call them icons, and we're still going to have, it's going to be the same fucking thing.
Yeah, it is kind of worrying, to be honest, because it's like we've already like done this, and if this is like, I don't know, they really need to do something to make it different. That's what people want, is to see where we can go from here.
I just feel like if we're gonna have easy and hard modes of raids, like do that for the 24-man as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's just reusing art assets and just creating harder versions of fights. Like, you don't even have to scramble up the art assets and make a different storyline. Like, it's clearly the community will just accept, oh, it's a Savage version, same thing, doesn't matter, you know? Because, like, all of the story complainers are just like, man, I want a story. I want a bedtime story. Like, I get it. The story is great in this game, but it's like, that should be the reward for doing challenging things, not fucking handed out and doled out like it should be expected. Like, gimme! I want it! Fucking children, man.
Oh, there's a book for you.
Oh, good. I'll be able to make good use of that. Enjoy your bonus. Enjoy your boner.
Thank you. You give me the boner.
What?
241. That's not enough for you.
Nika's not even online yet.
She's not online?
Yeah, she's not even on 14. I mean, I guess that was what was nice about about Binding Coil, is that, you know, they had actually used that kind of logic where the story was the reward.
Right.
You know, like, yeah, there's gear that you grind out of it, but the story was the reward. And I'm just like, I don't know, like, I'm kind of bummed that, like, that they've kind of acquiesced to that. Yeah, I want it. Like, if you're one of those, I just don't understand. Like, if you're one of those people, why do you play an MMO? Like, go play a single player game if you want the full story. You know, because, like, they're the same people that, like, bitch about having to wait for patches and story in patches too. And it's just like, why are you fucking playing this game? Oh, I gotta go to Oxon, dude. That's right. Well, no, yeah, Scorpio, that's the thing, is that Savage Coil was the only relevant content. There was the only challenging piece of content to stay challenging through 2.5, right? And like through the end of 2.5, and they didn't. You got a title for your effort. Like, what a kick in the dick! Like, you should have gotten like 135 armor out of fucking Savage Coil, and like they should have doled out 135 pieces at the time that Savage Coil came out, before Final Coil was even out. And then, like, you want to talk about, like, seeing a return on putting some content in your game? Fucking a lot of people would have been throwing themselves against Savage Second Coil, and then they probably would have been able to justify having Savage Final Coil, which they didn't even bother doing because nobody cleared the content. Because there was no reason to.